Now I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Anand Deshpande sir, to address the gathering.
Honorable Mangeshji Karad, Dr. Anand Chakradev, Honorable Krishnamurti Ji Thakur, various dignitaries, and most importantly, graduating students. It's a real pleasure to be here at this event on this auspicious occasion of your third convocation ceremony in this magnificent dome auditorium where I'm here for the very first time. It's a real pleasure talking to some of you young students who are graduating today, because clearly this is a very important day in your lives and something that you will carry for the rest of your life. As someone who's been around in a similar situation about 35 years back, I think I have the opportunity of sharing with you what I have seen in the last 35 years and using that, potentially projecting what might happen as you go through your next 50 years of your journey. So to get started, let me set a little context for you all. So the good news is that most of you who are in college today, those in their late teens, early 20s, you are all going to live past 100 for sure. Most of you will live past 120, but many of you will live past 100. So you're looking at the next 80 years. So if you look at 2021, which is when we are, you are more likely than not going to see 2100 as well. All right? Now, if we have to take the context of what we have seen in the last just 10 and 15 years, when let's say 20 years back we barely had a few cell phones, today everyone has one. You look at the changes that we have seen in technology in the last 20 years. And if you were to extrapolate those over the next 80 years, it's very clear that we have no clue where the world is heading in some sense. But it is very clear that technology and new changes are going to drive what will happen in the next few years. And the next 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The other fact that I think some of you graduating students need to be aware of and think about is the fact that, you know, in India today, at every age, including your age, we have at least 2.5 crores, like 25 million people at every age in India today. And it's sort of very clear to me that you will have to work for at least 50 to 60 years. Sorry, okay. Sorry, is it better? Okay, so you will have to work for at least 50 to 60 years as you look ahead in your career. So in this long career that you have here, clearly the college plays a very important role in setting the foundation. But what you do from here on is pretty much your call. And in that context, I want to share 5 ideas with you that I want you to think about, because you are going to be the future of our country, and how you deal with these things is going to become very important. So the first thing I want to comment is the importance of dreaming. Okay? See, none of us really know how the world is going to pan out in the next 50 years. But we can certainly dream about what might happen. And what I have generally observed is that if you have a dream or some ideas of what you want to be and where you want to be, when the world moves around, you find yourselves in the right spots to be able to make that decision to get to where you needed to be. Now, all of us, we know that, it's good to be at the right place at the right time. The unfortunate problem of being at the right place at the right time is that most of the times when you are there, you don't know that you are at the right place at the right time, and you may move away from it. What dreaming does for you is, when you think and visualize the world as it looks, maybe 10 years now from hence, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, and when you find yourselves in that spot, which I'm sure you will because of the way we move around, you will be better prepared to take a call than you would be otherwise. Now, if this is reality, then there is no reason why you should dream small. So, my first and most important recommendation to all of you students is that don't sell yourself short, don't think very short, think big, dream big. There is no harm in dreaming, and what I can assure you is that if you have dreamt about a situation, when you are in that point of your life, when you see that situation, you are more likely to jump on it because you have already dreamt about it. And this is a very important thing that I think all of you should think about. The second point, and I think I'm here with a School of Journalism and School from Vedic Science and all of you students who are very good at this. At the end of it, you would dream a whole bunch of things, but it's good to tell those dreams to other people and make those dreams happen as well. So I think this is a skill that you are learning here in college, which is to be a storyteller. You are telling other people's stories. Tell your own story as well. And make your own story happen. So in this world, when we are looking at so many people from all over the place with different kinds of skills coming together in a world that is going to change so much, those who can communicate their stories better are going to be more successful than those who can't. And here you have an advantage. You have learned how to tell stories. And I think that is a great skill that you have acquired, and use that skill very effectively. So communication has become a very important aspect of being successful. You may know everything that you need to know, but if you can't communicate that to someone else, then it is not very useful to anyone. So this is a great skill that you have learned while you've been in college, and I want you to continue to develop on that. Tell everybody else's story like journalists would do, but make your own story as well. And this is a good opportunity where I'd like you to think about. So the second point I want to make is about communication. So first one was dream and dream big. Second, communicate well, tell stories. The third item I want to share, or third idea that I want to share, is around teamwork. See, if you look at the large problems that are getting solved, we recently had man-made spacecraft land on Mars. Now, if you look at any of these kinds of activities, large projects, it is all about teamwork. And teamwork is a very important skill, and if you can build this skill of working together with other people, together we can make many things happen that you cannot do on your own. So teamwork is a very important skill, and here is where I would like to point out that the time that you spend with your friends in college, this is going to be a very important way of carrying your skills around. I have a few comments and confessions to make on this topic. So I went to college in IIT, and what I have found is that some of the friends that I had during those periods actually have been very beneficial to me in my life and my business. Whenever I feel I don't know what to do next, I always have some friend who I was with in college who I can easily call on and ask for help. And that has really helped me in getting across multiple challenges that you see in life. So teamwork is a very important skill. The time that you spend here doing many things that you have learned, the time you spend with your friends is very valuable, and that is going to last for a lifetime. The skill of how do you make friends and how do you build teams is another thing that you would have learned now, but you'll have to get better at that. And as we look ahead, teams are not going to be just teams of people who are from your own college or same kind of community, but you are going to be working with global teams, with people from all across the world. And each of them is very different in the way they operate. So getting to know how to work with other people, not just from your community, but from across the world, is very important skill that you need to acquire. So that was the third idea that I wanted to share with you, right? So first was dream big. Second was communicate. Third was teamwork and collaboration. The fourth thing I want to share is about continuous learning. Okay? So if you think about what you have seen in the last 10, 15 years, clearly the world has changed a lot. There is no way what you learnt in college today is going to last you for your lifetime when you are going to work for 50, 60, 70 years. We are going to look at 2100 when you'll still be contributing to this world. So how do you survive in a world that is going to change very rapidly? And the key is to be continuously learning. So one of the greatest skills that you need to acquire is to learn. And this is an important skill that you will learn. And I think those who are able to learn and figure out how to be continuously learning will be hugely successful, because the world is going to change all the time. You would not be able to go to a college and learn everything in those 4 years and carry that for the rest of your life. What the college has shared with you is the ability to learn. And that is what is very significant, and that is what I wanted to mention. And the last thing that I want to share is about persistence. Okay? As a founder of Persistent Systems, I always make it a point to share that really what differentiates the winners from those who don't win is the persistence that you have. And this is very easy to look at. So if you look at a race or any kind of a competition, you'll find that there are some winners. But those who lose, if they give up and say that I'm done and I'm not going to come back again, then you have no future. Those who are winners today may have lost a previous game, but came back, fought again, and then are back again, right? Those who win are those who keep coming back. So all of us have bad days, all of us have difficult days. Those who succeed are those who are able to come back and are persistent about it. So that is another important skill that you need to acquire. And I am very excited for all of you here. You are here in 2021. I know we are at the end of COVID and it's been a rough year for the last 12 months or so. But I am very confident that in another 6 months' time, many of these problems will be behind us and we will be stronger than we have ever been before. You are in your journey embarking on a very amazing career for the next 60 years. And I want to really congratulate all of you for the hard work you have done to get to this graduation ceremony. Wish you all the very best. And I wish you all success in your life as you look ahead for the next 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years. Thank you very much for inviting me, and it's a pleasure to be here. Wish you all the very best.